channel. If you're new to my channel, I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I love reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Today's video is very fun. Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life asked me and a bunch of other booktubers to collab with her on a video, and it's love at first sight authors. Well, technically it's love at first read authors you read one book from and immediately are a fan for life. And the people in this collab video are Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life, Kaylin from The Love Librarian, Chandler, and Justin from Justin Reads Romance. I'll link their channels down below in the description. Let's get started with my list. Of course, I have to mention Miss Sarah J. Maas. If you've watched my channel before, you know my first love will always be fantasy romance. And Sarah J. Maas is my queen of fantasy romance. And of Thorns and Roses when it first came out. And after Court of Thorns and Roses, I went back and read her Thorn and Glass series. And then I went on to read the other books in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. But my favorite book from Court of Thorns and Roses would have to be A Court of Mist and Fury. Freysan all the way. I'm sorry, I can never say the names right, but it's Reese, not Ray, it's Reese. But I have read all of Sarah J. Maas's book. I'm in love with her fantasy world, and I haven't read Catwoman. But other than that, I've read every book she's ever published, except for Catwoman. I love her books. Her books are my favorite. She is the fantasy romance queen in my eyes. Another author I fell in love at first read with is Elsie Silver. And I actually watched Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl, and she was raving about Flawless. Read Flawless. I loved it. I spent a whole week reading her backless. I have read every Elsie Silver book. I love all her books. She is definitely a love at first sight author to me. Love Summer and read so much. Longshot by Kennedy Ryan. Kennedy Ryan is another love at first sight author to me. I read the entirety of the Hoop series, then I went back and read her Kingmakers, and I just love her book so much. I know I still have to read the Grip series, but Longshot is what got me to read her other books, and I'm a fan for life. The first read author to me. If you haven't read a Kennedy Ryan book, please pick her up. Another author I would love to mention is Chloe Lease. I read the first book. I liked the first book. I gave it 4 stars, but I thought the heroine was kind of annoying, and she didn't deserve. I forgot the brother's name. She didn't. I mean, she's just wishy-washy. I forgot the brother's name. Anyway, I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. But then I read the second book, Always Only You, and that was my favorite. I love Ren Bergman and Frankie so much. So I read all of her Bergman Brothers series that's out currently, and that made me a fan for life because I love Ren Bergman. If you haven't read Always Only You by Chloe Lease, please pick it up. First author for me is B.K. Borson. I read Love Light Farms. I liked it. I thought it was okay. But then I read the other 2 books in the series, which is In the Weeds, and I forgot the other. In the Weeds, and I forgot the third book title. But those books are so good. I gave them both 5 stars. If you want a hero who falls first author, a hero who falls for the heroine first, it's gotta be Caleb, the hero. I forgot his name, but they are so good. In the Weeds and the other book is my favorite. The hero from In the Weeds reminds me of Ren Bergman. In an author interview that Just a Piece of Books had on her channel, I asked the author, B.K. Borson, if Beckett was neurodivergent, and she said yes, and I thought she did the representation really well. He was just so sweet with the heroine. It's definitely hero falls first, and it has so many good life quotes in the Weeds. If you just read Love Light Farms and you thought it was okay, please give books 1 and a shot. But B.K. Borson is definitely a love at first read author to me. Her books are amazing. She has a lot of amazing life quotes, especially for In the Weeds. Author on this list is Liz Tom Ford. I read Mile High last year. Mile High is about a hockey player and a flight attendant, and I loved it. And it's Dislike to Love at First. Xander's thought Stevie was a groupie, and all she wanted to do was the flight check, and they got off on the wrong foot. But as Xander gets to know her, he becomes very, very interested in her, and he pursues her. But Stevie has made it a rule not to date famous people. He's been burned by that, but eventually she gives in. And I just found their relationship so sweet. Stevie is very self-conscious about her body image because of her last relationship. Her previous boyfriend always put her down about how she looks, about her body, and Xander just gives her a boost, tells her she's beautiful the way she is, makes her feel like a queen, and Xander struggles with his trauma from his family because his mother abandoned him and his sister and his father when he was a teenager. So he has trust issues, and he has this playboy persona for this hockey team. And I just love Stevie and Xander so much. But then I read The Right Move by Liz Tom Ford, and I'm obsessed with this book. Proximity, fake dating. It's about Stevie's twin brother and Indy just broke it off with her boyfriend because her boyfriend cheated on her, and she thought her boyfriend was gonna be the man she was gonna marry, and Stevie begs her brother to let Indy move in with him because his sister, he agrees to it, but Ryan loves his personal space like he loves being a recluse because of the trauma he faced in his past relationship. So Indy moves in with Ryan. There are circumstances that in the book that have them enter this fake relationship, and I tell you, it is the most sweepingly romantic book I have ever read this year. Indy and Ryan are perfect together. I have cried in this book multiple times. The grand gestures Ryan does for Indy is a whole nother level. I'm definitely a fan of Liz Tom Ford. She is definitely a love at first read author for me. And if you love Mile High, and if you love The Right Move, and you didn't read Mile High, please go back and read the first one, because I think you'll get more enjoyment out of it if you read the first book. But she is definitely a love at first sight author. A love at first read author to me, and she deserves so much, Crystal.
Thank you so much, Crystal, for allowing me to be part of this collab
video with you. It was fun. I'll leave the other Booktubers channels down below. Please let me know down below in the description what are your love at first sight authors. I would love to know, and I would really love it if you would subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me. I'll see you Monday. Bye.